In this instance, I'm going to actually go ahead and showcase an example here. So on the contact side, I'm going to go through. My goal here today is to show you a bunch of properties that you could use maybe in a form or for sales reps display. And this will be all on the contact level. So we're not going to get into any cross object stuff here today. So if we jump into the groups here for contact properties, we've got now that this one here is a little bit annoying. HubSpot out of the box has contact information, and it puts a lot of properties in there. We've got 278 properties in there. The nice thing about these groups is that when you organize them into groups, you can come into this group section and you can just hit view properties, and then I have all my contact info properties. So if I do that right now, I'll view properties, and you can see all of the properties in here, who it's created by, and those sorts of things. For this particular group, if I want to go to a different group, I just go back to groups, and I can navigate through there. So this is a really handy way to filter your properties, and that's why I put this up front to talk about groups as a foundational thing, because it is quite arduous. If I were to go to the full list here, 469 properties in this instance, it's very hard to find things. If I type in something like pipeline here, pipeline, look at this. I've got, 4 pages of pipeline properties, but I'm just looking for the pipeline property, and that could be quite difficult for me to jump through this hoop. So first lesson is organizing in groups will make your lives just so much easier to be able to find the properties you need in the moment that you need them, okay? So how do we create a group? It is actually very easy. We'll come in here to groups, and then we just hit this handy dandy orange button up here in the top right, that create group. And here we have our new property group creation menu. There's just one thing to fill in. Very simple, very easy. Recommend you do this if you've got any sort of project, or you expect a large number of properties for a specific thing. Maybe it's a form. You might be managing multiple forms on your website. I'm going to take that case here right now. I'm going to call this the lead capture form, and of course got an E in there when there shouldn't be. Okay, it's capitalized. All right, now we've got lead capture form properties. So I'm going to save this as a group. It pops in here. We've got our lead capture form right here. There's no properties in here right now. None at all. If I hit view properties here, it's going to take me to a blank page. This is where you could get really efficient by creating your group first and then creating the properties from there. You can go ahead now and select the lead capture form. So we've got this group, and we're going to use this as our group for all of these properties that we're going to look at and create today. So with this this first property, I'm going to say, okay, this is just going to be a question on the lead capture form. What issues are you facing? So this is just, a simple question on the form that I might be asking. I'm going to showcase a number of different ways that we could, or the property types that we can use for this specific question here. So we've got this label, we've assigned a group to it. We'll go ahead now and move to the next step. So that's down here at the bottom right. I know my extensions here are maybe getting in the way of the video, but apologize for that. Let's move forward here. We've defined a name for my property with this label, and we've got a group for it. So
Thanks for watching, and keep removing those revenue roadblocks. If you want more videos like this, follow our channel for fresh, new content every day. Check out our RevOps playlist, or how about this video chosen just for you? See you next time.